What is up?
Man,
You
it's
look to have
Tuesday.
you're drinking, which is good, but you look very clean cut. Like,
Yeah, yeah, you're not gonna believe what happened. So I bought some razors
uh,
for my toes, and I was walking across the bedroom, and I tripped and fell. And next thing you know, yeah, I mean, it got my hair and all. Yeah, it's a bad deal.
that sucks. Your toes. The hell is wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
The
Um,
list is very long of what's wrong with me. Don't go there.
I made adjustments to my thing here,
Yeah.
and now my camera is either looking up at me or it's looking down at me. There's like
Well, that's interesting.
I'm
Just
trying to
just hold it like that.
like it'll be like a selfie cam the whole time.
Yeah.
If you only knew right now, okay, so right this second, I mean that looks pretty good, right?
That's good.
Yeah. So here let me explain to you what's going on here, okay? So right here I have a I have a I don't know what kind, but a little tin, not tin, it's plastic of
Hmm.
mints, little round thing of mints.
Hmm.
And then a small cardboard box that holds a phone holder that's about yay big a square and that thick.
Yeah.
And then a bottle of PB Blaster dry lube with Teflon,
Hmm.
and the camera's just sitting on it.
Hey, professional, precise.
So good. And
That
it
is,
only blocks most of you on my screen. But I can change it and I can put you over here, but then see, then I look over there
yeah, yeah,
when the
yeah.
camera's over here. See, so the
Right.
key is to put you behind the thing.
Okay.
Also, by the way, if anybody out there know anybody that works at Microsoft? Anybody? Anybody, if you know anybody that works at Microsoft, go kick them square in the dick.
Yeah.
Okay? Because 2 weeks ago, when I said for the 756th time that I did not want to upgrade to Windows 11, and it said it's okay because you can't anyway because your computer won't do Windows 11. And then 5 or 6 days ago, it just forced me to do Windows 11. And it pissed me off because now the computer does all kinds of dumb shit.
God dang.
It's driving me nuts. I'm not going to lie.
Listen,
It's
I feel
driving me.
bad for you, dude. I've got a Mac. I do the Apple thing,
I know. I used to do the Apple
and
thing.
it has its downfalls too.
No, but
Although I do,
it's
I do,
good.
I do like
Mike,
it.
I don't know how I say your last name. I want to say Alouette, like Jean Louette, entre Alouette.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah, remember? Right? That's what I want to say, Mike. I don't know how your name is. Lyle's supposed to be on tonight, actually, but he's currently testing a race car, so
Oh,
we'll see. Um, Neil Sabo, not the streaming laptop. No. Um, okay. So tonight, how many of you know what girl math is? Have you seen the recent posts about girl math?
I haven't, but I know of it very well.
Dude. Okay, so there's a radio show in Australia where I looked it up on the Tiki Talkie. There is an Australian radio show, and I assume it's a radio show, but anyway, an Australian show, and they do girl math, and they have a group of women on the show, and there are men on the show too, but the women on the show have gotten very popular because they allow other women to call in and say things like, I just bought a pair of shoes for $500 and I need your help with the girl math to make this make sense, right? So the one that I heard was a woman who, and by woman I mean girl because she probably was 25, but she calls in and proceeds to tell them that she got tickets to the Taylor Swift concert in Sydney, Australia. Okay? And they were like, oh my God. Well, whatever you had to pay, it's probably worth it. And she goes, I got all 3 nights. And they're like, no way. Like, okay. And she goes, and I live, and she rattles off where, and it's not Sydney. Okay. So she proceeds to explain to them that she has paid a grand total of $5,600 for Taylor Swift tickets and hotel and airfare. And she goes, so please help me with the girl math on this. And the girls on the show are like, oh, this isn't possible. Like, oh my God, you've screwed up. At which point, then one of the girls on the show goes, no, hold on a second. I mean, if you were at home, you'd still have to pay for a place to sleep. And the men are like, okay, that only works if she's not paying to sleep at home when she's gone from it. And they're like, yeah, sure. So you Airbnb your place. Okay. So they go through all of this stuff. They decide that one way to get $2,000 back out of this $5,600 is to watch, is to record the entire concert, stream it to your YouTube or your Facebook, and then watch the replay 1,000 times because, you know, that's like getting a free concert each time. Oh, yeah. I mean, it goes like it's unreal. By the time they're done, they have decided that this woman has actually made money, okay, on this deal. Oh, yeah. And I'm sitting there and I'm laughing. I am in a restaurant by myself with my earbuds in, and I am laughing out loud. And the waitress is like, that must be funny. I'm like, this is hilarious shit right here. And she goes, what is it? And I said, girl math. And she goes, oh my God. And she starts to laugh. At which point I realized girl math is just an exaggerated, extreme version of race car guy math.
Oh, 100%.
Okay? 100%. So,
case in point, it was on sale, so I saved $100.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Duddy says he needs to learn the girl math. No, Duddy, you need racer math or car guy math.
Yeah, you need
and that's it. So it's fine. So it's like, okay, let's do an example. We'll use Ryan's Chevelle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Ryan, give us a number. It doesn't have to be the real number.
Oh, let's
in
make
case
it
your wife's
number.
watching. Whatever the number is, okay, what are we assigning the sale price of the Chevelle as? Just pick a number, any number.
$4,000.
Oh, yay. $4,000. Okay, so the Chevelle was $4,000. Well, right there, okay, from the beginning, I mean, you can't put a price on the memories, okay?
Of course not.
The memories from that car, right, that you have. So I mean, but let's say we do. Let's say we put $1,000 on the memories, right? Yeah. But then here's the better deal, right? You have actually saved thousands of, like you're already in the black. You don't even know it. You know why? Because your mother sold the Chevelle out from under you. And now you're at the point in your life where therapy is going to have to be required, right? Like when you get to this age and your children suck, because they will soon. They're awesome right now, but they'll suck before too long because they're going to be teenagers and stuff. Right. So that, and then you're going to have mommy issues because your mother sold your Chevelle. So, I mean, conceivably, you could have 5, 10, 20, 30 grand worth of therapy that you are at some point going to have to pay for. You won't need it now. Not with the Chevelle. So literally, I mean, you've got at least 25 or 30 grand you can spend on that thing, and and you're still in the black compared to what therapy would cost.
I'm glad you put it that way. I was starting to get kind of down and out about things because I totally contribute the entire 67 Chevelle thing in my youth to my weight gain. And I'm going to need thousands of dollars of liposuction and fin pills to get it off because, let's face it, I'm lazy. And the money I saved on buying that Chevelle is going to more than suffice that. Yeah.
Excellent.
Fantastic. That's great.
What a good job. Joey Greer has a great one in there, too. Don't forget, free shipping.
Free shipping.
Yeah. Free shipping's a good one, right? You buy a $150 item, it comes with free shipping. The shipping for a normal person, not Summit, but a normal person, would be like $49 on that. So in reality, you only paid $101 for it.
Yeah, so like recently, I just bought a nitrous kit from good old Tom Gunner, Mr. Jimmy Dale.
Yes.
And, because I know him and we go back a little ways, he gave me a really, really good deal that normally would have cost me like $1,100. And let's just say I saved $400 or $500.
See?
And the amount of horsepower that I'll gain, right? Sure, I'll spend money on the nitrous, but the amount of horsepower I'll gain, right?
Yeah, but also don't forget.
And the happiness that comes behind that.
But it's not even just you. Okay? If you had not taken him up on this incredibly generous offer that he tried to give you, then you would have been being disrespectful to him. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if he is willing to give you this kind of homie hookup, it would be a dick move not to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a dick.
No, I mean, come on. Not to him. I mean, there are some people, but see, so that's it. I mean, when Summit has a sale, it'd be rude not to buy something. Whoa, my dry lube is about to take a leap there. Uh-oh. Easy.
Uh-oh.
Easy. Whoa. This is not good. It's a no bueno. Okay, hold on. I'm going to fix this.
And I know it'll still be slow Ray, but it'll look super cool when I'm doing that thing you guys do at the starting line.
Yep. Oh, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Let's see. Duddy says, I was given the Taco Express in exchange for putting some $60 floor pans in a Valiant. So I had to build it. It was basically free. Absolutely. See, right there, you're recycling is what it is. I mean, you're taking care of Earth, right? You're taking care of the planet. The truth of the matter is, wait for it. Wait. All the assholes that have new cars, they hate the environment. They want global warming to happen. All of us with old cars, we love Mother Earth, and we actually care about it, and it shows because we're willing to spend jillions of dollars to save something from going back into the earth without living its full life.
I'm going to need to take a minute. That was beautiful. I think I'm going to cry. I agree.
Lycan says that he spent $200 on Hot Wheels this month, and that's half the cost of 4 therapies. See?
There you go, Lycan. Yeah, perfect. I was big into the die-cast thing, too. My wife didn't understand it when I get packages, like, every 4 days for the sum of $200 or $300. And she would say something to the effect of, like, why are you doing this? What is wrong with you? Are you mentally insane? And I would reply, no, I'm trying to not be mentally insane.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Look at this. This is great. Paul, you're 100% right. Less plastic, too. Again,
plastic
caring about the environment.
Yeah, plastic kills ducks.
It does. It kills the duck. And you have ducks at home.
I have ducks.
See?
Mm-hmm. See? I'm trying to preserve the ducks.
You rescued 2 ducks is what I meant to say.
Yes, from Tractor Supply.
I mean, a fate worse than Tractor Supply.
Horrible.
I will tell you, like, completely sidetracked. I love going to Tractor Supply when they have the chicks and the ducks there, especially when I take Otis, because Otis is like, hold on. There's entire troughs of these little sons of bitches. I want in there. And you're like, dude, you can't get in there. And he's like, if there wasn't a metal grate on the top of this, I'd be in there. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I know, but
I
yeah,
like to party with Doug's.
yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's
Doug
go.
DeLay says he's not down with the Hot Wheels because they're too expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. The toy cars are just as bad as real cars. Yeah. True statement.
I spent 1,000 and saved 200. That's awesome. 100%.
Well, yeah.
Dude.
And if you wouldn't
Dude,
have saved the 200, it would have been 1,200. See?
Yes, 100%.
Plus that.
Jake, this is the math that you will.
Yep.
You're ahead of all the kids in school, right?
Yeah, he's pretty savvy.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love you, Lycan, right now. I didn't know you had a 50 and a 66 Suburban and a Pinto with a blower. That makes me happy. Oh, by the way, just a little tidbit. If you didn't know it, the Chevrolet Suburban is the single longest running car model on Earth, or vehicle model on Earth.
Yeah, it started in what?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Let me look. I'm going to look it up. Chevrolet Suburban. Let's see what the Wikipedia says. Okay, Wikipedia, Chevrolet Suburban.
49?
1935.
Wait a minute, what? The third, 1935?
1935. In production since 1935. The model line is currently in its 12th generation. It is the longest used automobile nameplate in the world. Mic drop by Chevrolet.
Wow.
Beginning life as one of the first metal-bodied station wagons, the Suburban is the progenitor? I don't know.
Yeah, sounds good.
Of modern full-size SUVs, combining a station wagon body with the chassis and powertrain of a pickup truck. There you go. I actually had a conversation with a guy about a Suburban this weekend that was pure entertainment. Because this dude was like, actually, Lycan, it was a Suburban carry-all. So there was a, so Duddy also saying, technically the Taco Express, which is his unbelievably awesome Dart, is more reliable than his daily driver, so he has to maintain it.
Yes, you do need a new torque converter for maintenance, yes.
Duh. I mean, because every once in a while you should take it out and check it, and you might as well put a new one in while you're doing that.
Yeah, and then you just lower the diameter
and
then raise the stall speed.
100%. So I was talking to this guy about a Suburban, and it made me laugh because he says, I can't even believe it. Did you know? I mean, you can take a Suburban and fold all the seats down, and you could put a whole 4x8 sheet of plywood in there. I'm like, yeah, since the beginning. That's how they work.
Yeah.
And he's like, I said, that's why all the people, 90% of the people in the world that own pickup trucks, fully 90% of them, should own a Suburban instead of a truck, because they never haul anything in the bed of their trucks anyway. And so the people that go, but you can't haul a refrigerator in that thing. Yeah, well, you're in the 10%. So
the delivery guy brings that.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it's 2023. Lowe's, Home Depot, all of them, they just show up with it. But besides that, who in their right mind, you have to be retarded, to buy a refrigerator and then haul it home in 2023, right? Can I paint the picture of how that shit goes down? So I'm going to buy a $7,000 refrigerator, which is only slightly exaggerating because a Samsung with the TV in it's $4,000, right? I haven't bought a car for that much money in a decade, okay? Yeah. So anyway, you buy a $4,000 refrigerator and then you think you're going to pick it up and put it in your own pickup truck? No, because when that thing falls out, because your 11-year-old can't hold the other side of it, there's two problems. A, your penis disappears because your wife cuts it off.
Yep.
And B, all the other things you wanted to spend another $4,000 on go out the window because you have to go buy a new one. Yeah.
Right.
Mike, if Lyle gets on here, we can talk about fajitas, although it was tacos, not fajitas, that was the subject. But yes.
Ooh, if it's tacos, Buddy's going to love that.
I know. Doug DeLay says, I just sold 3 cars 2 weeks ago for $50. Like actual cars? Or
I think he's
Hot
talking
Wheels
about the Hot Wheels car.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That
I was
makes
saying, if it was 3 real cars for $50, I'm really upset you didn't call me.
Okay, Doug DeLay says, I got a truck for you to buy. Okay, so Doug, lay it on me, but remember how I proclaimed that I wasn't getting any more projects? Okay, I'm standing by that. Okay, I am, but
there's always a but. There's always a
this
but.
woman sent me an email this last week and said, Chad, you don't know me, but I'm a Bang Shift reader and we have a thing and we wondered if you might want it. It is a late 50s Thames, okay, which is a British Ford, freighter van, okay? And that's what it's called. It's called a Thames freighter. The freighter is roughly it's wee little bitty. I mean, it's wee little bitty. The wheelbase is 84 inches, which is a full foot shorter than a Corvette, than a C4 Corvette.
Oh, that's short.
It has a 1.7 liter 4-cylinder in it, I think. If you and I sat in it together, we would like almost touch. Like we'd have to coordinate elbow movements and stuff, okay?
Oh, jeez.
They refer to this thing as rough. Of course, it's not rough by Chad standards. It is a unibody. It has no suspension under it. It is just the body, and it is sitting in Mesa, Arizona. So here's the thing. If I know anybody out there that's in Mesa, Arizona who could go get this thing, keeping in mind it does not have a chassis under it, okay, and who would store it for who knows what kind of time. I mean, literally could be 6 months, could be 6 years, whatever. Then I would make arrangements for it to become mine staying at your house. But otherwise, if anybody wants it, I think I might have to help pass this on. It is a bitchin' looking little truck. In fact, now I'm going to have to look it up here. So I'll look it up and I'll show it to you. So this is a Thames freighter van. I mean, I think, well, I don't know why I'm even saying this, because you guys all know that my thought process on everything in the world is that if you lay it on its balls, it's going to be really badass. So let's see here. I think if you laid this thing on its nuts, it would be so rad. Okay, I'm gonna pull up this one. Oh, here's one that's hot rodded.
Ooh.
Oh, and it's on the Wikipedia page for it. Oh my god.
Of course.
Makes me love it. Okay, I'm gonna open this picture. Oh, there we go. Okay, are you ready for it, people? Are you ready?
Let's see it.
I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Ready, break.
Ooh.
Okay, so the only difference between the picture I have and this one is that the one that I'm talking about has no windows on the side.
Oh.
Okay, it's not a window van. It's a, well, here, let me send it. Why not? Why not send it?
Go ahead and take that picture down. Just send it to me.
Okay.
Take it down. Don't show anybody anymore.
Okay, why?
Because I want it.
Because you want it.
Me.
I'm
Wait,
telling you.
Pig Latin. Ixnay on the show today.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
This thing is wild.
Hold on. Okay. So, at any rate, that is a segue though into, okay, I'll show you more of this in a second, but that's a segue into the other topic for tonight, which is tow vehicles. And you know why I'm bringing this up, because our buddy Michael Hollis put up a question on tow rigs, and it was awesome to see
The response you got, there's a lot of response.
Oh, yeah, a lot. I mean, and some of the people are not wrong. A bunch of them are totally wrong. But, okay, here's the one that actually... Okay, this is the one. That's the actual one. Look at that.
God, that's magnificent.
Isn't it?
It's majestic.
It is.
So, if one were to go and get that, how would one load that without
a forklift? You're going to have a forklift or a telehandler or something, is the way I'm looking at it. Yeah. I own a forklift, see, so the getting it back off is not a problem, but it's the on that's the issue. But yeah.
Two trucks?
There are a couple of more pictures, but I love it. I mean, I genuinely...
Man, that thing is cool. Is it right-hand drive or is it left-hand drive?
I don't know, but I believe it is... left-hand drive. I believe. I would lay that thing on its balls, and I wouldn't even care if it had a Briggs & Stratton powering it. It wouldn't matter.
Oh, God, I can only see it on a straight axle.
Which would be rad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Jeez.
I know. Okay. All right, so I'm getting rid of it. Gone. All right. I see Wickman. Oh, Wickman is here. There you go. Charles says furniture dollies. Yeah, furniture dollies, except for the fact that you have to get it off of the pile of all the shit there. So, yeah. Okay, so, yes, focus, Chad. School bus. I know, Neil. I know. I'm focused on electrical is what I'm focused on in the shop. Okay, so tow rigs. Duddy's Adventure. Oh, my God, this is so good. Should we rename this segment to Things That Break Down When Racing with Ryan? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, man. Look at that. That's better. That's better. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's fine. See what I'm talking about? I'm not kidding you. I tried to make an adjustment. It went all to shit.
Hey, man, it happens.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm trying.
There you go.
No. Hell yeah. Oh, wait.
There. Perfect.
Yeah. Oops. I mean, perfect. God bless it. Okay. That'll work. It's fine.
How much did you save on your camera mount there?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to be saving on my camera mount. I'm going to need to buy me a camera mount. Is what
Oh, God. Now Daddy's blaming me for this.
Well, it is your fault. I mean, you know. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay, I've like my screen got all jacked and everything.
Everything's fine.
That be Chad's short bus. Now, I already have a bus for the short bus. Mike, you don't know that, but I have a 55 Chevy school bus that I'm going to make into short bus. Scott Malpass said my beard looked longer that way. That's awesome. Okay, so here's the deal. All of you people watching, okay, not all, okay, 99.9% of you people that are watching right now that own a 3/4 or 1 ton truck that is powered by a diesel don't need it. I said it. 100%. You don't need it. It's a complete waste. You don't tow. You don't do any shit with it whatsoever. And if you do tow, you tow something that you think needs to have a 3/4 ton truck because you're doing it wrong, and a 1/2 ton 1975 Suburban would haul it with a 350 and a wore out 350 at that. You're just doing it wrong, like I said. So the latest statistics say, and this is so there are two surveys, okay, that were done in 2019 and 2020 about trucks, and it found that of 250,000 full-size truck owners, those that actually tow with their truck, okay, now not that, this is 75% of the ones who have ever actually towed only tow once a year. And of the ones that actually tow, 35% tow more than once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, we'll use you as the example. Like, yep. Brian has a nice Dodge truck. It's a gas truck. It has the electric thing too to help, and it's badass. It tows your car real good. It squats a little in the back, and I told you the easy way to fix that: put a load equalizer hitch on it, and it'll be perfect. It'll tow perfectly flat and happy, and do all those things. Yep. And then you're good to go. Yep. How many people do we know that have these giant, 3/4 and 1 ton trucks, and then they never actually use them like they think they will? And then they use mileage. Like, a lot of these guys are like, oh, but it gets way better mileage when towing. The 3 times a year that you fucking tow with it, right? And, oh, by the way, if gas was $100 an hour, it would, or $100 a gallon, it would still be cheaper to pay for that gasoline than the $30,000 upcharge for a Power Stroke or a Cummins or a Duramax or whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know what the actual upcharge is now, but it used to be like 25 grand. So let's see. Let's look up. What is that? So Power Stroke diesel option cost. All right. So, dude, I can build myself a Super Duty right here.
Well,
on the Ford channel.
$100,000 price tag.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna price out a Ford, even though I wouldn't own one of these if my life depended on it. Sorry, I'm not a Ford guy.
I like the F-250.
But whatever. Huh?
I like the F-250.
You can. It's okay.
It's a nice pickup. It's a cowboy Cadillac.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure it's great for what it is, Okay, yeah. So if I'm gonna build my own F-250 or F-250 XL, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go F-250. Am I gonna go platinum or limited or any of that, or am I going middle of the road?
Hey, just go Lariat. Just go Lariat. That's a Lariat. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, that's a nice truck. Yep. Okay. So we're going to go Lariat. We're going to just go race red because duh.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh yeah.
The 7.3 diesel gas engine is included. The 6.7 power choke V8 turbo diesel is 10 grand. Oh, the 6.7 high output, hell to the yeah, is $12,500. There you go. Mm-hmm. $12,500 for the diesel, and I'll bet you have to order a bunch of other things.
Oh,
in order to get it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It does say it has best in class 500 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque.
I will tell you, my 19 I had was a monster. Right. I had a 19 Lariat and I loved it, but I bought it to start a business where I was going to be pulling like a 40-foot trailer behind a 35-foot trailer.
Right.
And the COVID crap took that out, but I'd already purchased the truck. So I kept it, and I was like, I'll just use it to pull my car and whatever I use. And I pulled a lot with it. I mean, there was a trailer behind it a lot, but after the maintenance, just the oil changes, and then the DEF fluid, and all the other crap that came along with it, I'm like, this is ridiculous. But when you think about it, yes, I can pull my car and barely feel it behind it. Yes, I can get on the highway hauling what without feeling it back there. But, I mean, in reality, like if I'm towing, not where I just went, I just learned a hard lesson about my truck. I ran it and raved about how great it towed. It does great towing, but in hills, the fuel mileage just dies, and I mean it dies big time. Whereas the Ford did better, but I mean if I'm just in like normal highway, right? If I'm going through like DFW and I'm cruising 65, 70 miles an hour, the F-250 pulling my car, the same car on the same trailer, would get about 16 miles to the gallon.
Right.
My Dodge Hemi is getting 15.2.
There you go. I have to say, here's the thing that makes me realize why Fords are only for people that are stupid. Sorry, I said it. I said it. Do you know that it's standard for it to be a four-wheel drive if you get an XLT, a Lariat, a King Ranch, a Platinum, or a Limited model?
It's standard, right? Yeah.
That's dumb. In fact, you can't not have it. It won't let you order. Like, you probably could order one from your dealer, but it will not let you do it online.
Really?
No. And that's wrong, because that's stupid. Because even less people need four-wheel drive than need the diesel.
Well, and 90% of the time, if you need four-wheel drive in a 1-ton, you're already stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a 3/4 ton, you're already stuck.
Yep.
But
wow. Yeah.
I used my four-wheel drive one time when I had my truck. It was four-wheel drive. And the only reason I use it because I backed it to my trailer in my backyard before I had concrete back there, and the grass is a little wet, and I got stuck. got stuck in the grass.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That's
I couldn't
so
believe
sad.
it. I was like, why is the truck not moving? Did I just blow the transmission up? What's going on here? And I got out and looked, and the tires were just sitting there spinning. I was like, oh, God.
On the grass.
Yeah, my grass. Yeah,
bad. Okay, so Wickman says, what about the elite group of Dodge Cummins owners with their 12-valve and 24-valve engines that don't tow and only live to race against clapped-out 4th-gen Camaros? That's a whole group of people on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, there is. But then you got a guy like Benny Venture who cruises around in a 92 Cummins, towing everywhere, blowing everything up around it. Everything blows up around it, but the Cummins still just runs.
Yeah.
Just run.
Okay, so everybody is like chiming in on their, well, I like Duddies. I like this. I think I can put a lot of injection pumps and transmissions in my 92 Dodge for the cost of a new Ram Cummins. You can, wrong. But it will still make 4.5 horsepower.
Well, he had the needle. They changed the little thing in there where it pumped it up a bit. So the COD can hit, I think, 75 or 80 now, which is impressive. Wow. I don't know if I could go that fast, but
yeah,
we'll do it.
Wow.
It rolls the coal, as they say.
Yes. Roll the coal. Look, see, Mike, who I cannot pronounce his name, OU812, says, yeah, his 04 Tundra with a 4.7 pulls his trailer just fine and never had a problem. There you go.
I once pulled an enclosed 24-foot trailer from DFW to Oklahoma City in a 4.7 Dodge, an 04 4.7 Dodge. Now, it was screaming all the way there, but it did it, Right. And then, you go on the flip side of it, people go, well, what about the safety, right? Well, obviously, if you're pulling over 10,000 pounds, you are going to have a little bit of a stopping issue, and you have some stability issues, right?
Right.
But, I mean, how many of us are pulling 10,000 pounds when we go racing?
No, not at all.
Yeah, and if you got a pretty serious, racing operation.
And the safety aspect, I would argue that, so, I mean, let's say a new half-ton Chevy pickup is rated to haul 10,000 pounds, okay? Yep. So if you have the load distributing hitch and all the things like you're supposed to be, then it is as safe as anything else, right? They all have big brakes on them and all that stuff now. Now, if you were going to tow a 10,000 pound load every week, no, it wouldn't be the truck I'd get. But if you're going to haul your RV trailer or your race car or whatever half dozen times a year, even once a month, then yeah, it's a way better deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Damon says, didn't you know the more expensive and fancy your tow vehicle, the faster your race car goes? Yeah.
Man, I knew I should have kept my truck a little bit longer.
Yeah. Mike Cunningham, you're asking what's the app where they actually see our comments? Wherever, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, we see your comments. So
yeah, I think he's trying to see everybody else's. A majority of them, you can see them on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. You can only see them on whichever place you're at. I guess is the way I put it. Okay, Paul Bremeyer says, I was pulling 5K on a trailer with a 1500 and a solenoid stuck, lost a tranny. Dealership says, that's a lot of weight, don't you think? No, it's not a lot of weight because it wasn't more than it was rated for. So put a solenoid in it under warranty, you pricks, and shut up. Yeah, that's what I would have told him. Duddy says, this is why his race car is so slow. So true.
You got to step up the truck game, Duddy. You got to get one of them high payments.
Yes. Oh my God, that's too funny.
But I pulled with a half ton my entire life. The 19 Ford was the only one I had that was a decent one. Like I said, I bought it for a business opportunity, and I had it a year and a half. But the rest of it, I pulled with my Durango for a while. I pulled with that. I really would prefer having a really nice station wagon to pull my car with.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or a big
See,
Impala.
we had one 1-ton truck growing up, and it towed less often than the half-ton did, honestly.
Yeah.
I grew up with us having a square body Suburban, that we towed everything with. Before the square body Suburban, the first few years of my life, my dad towed his race car with a 65 El Camino with air shocks and an ease lift, and two axle open car trailer. So, and towed it all over the place. So,
Yep.
Okay. Damon says, I never saw fifth wheel half-ton setups until I moved to the South. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is, again, like my dad's half-ton Chevy pickup, if we put a gooseneck hitch in the back of that thing, technically it's rated to haul 10,000 pounds. Would I want to load my big 40-foot open gooseneck trailer to the hilt with it? No. But would I haul it across town to pick up metal siding or something like that? Sure, whatever. That wouldn't matter. But, I have an 87 square body, Chevy dually that I haul my big trailer with that right now only has 7 cylinders. Not 7.5, not 7 3/4, not 7 1,000th. 7. Because there's one hole that is all the dead, like 0 compression. Yeah. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, also Snailmont 50 equals Mike Cunningham. Okay, there we go. That is because he has a Fairmont that's really fun. Okay. 97 Chevy van. I like that as a tow rig.
Yeah, vans are sweet.
Yeah. Okay, now Scott Payton says, towing a 59 Pontiac wagon on a trailer from Kansas City to Indiana with a 302 Ford F-150 will burn up a transmission. Ask Mike how he knows. I bet you that's because you had it in overdrive.
Yeah, and it's a good old AOD. Those things burn up with no weight on them.
Well, and you are not supposed... So the reason that new trucks have a tow haul button is not only... it does change the shift points and how firm they are, and it also changes the lockup on the converter so that it has engine braking. But besides that... The other thing that it does is that when you are in overdrive in tow haul mode, it allows full cooler flow, out of the transmission through the transmission cooler. In any of the previous overdrive transmissions, if you towed with them in overdrive, you would toast them because in overdrive, it cut the fluid volume flow down by like half or 75% because the converter's locked up, so it wasn't building any heat. The problem is when you towed that way, it was building a bunch of heat and it would fry up transmissions. So, yeah. Yeah, Duddy hauls tractors and all kinds of stuff on really big trailers.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I haul a tractor with my truck. Duddy's seen it. I have a John Deere.
Yeah, I've seen your John Deere too. It's not a tractor. Okay, so 8V, more damage occurs from too much revs or not enough revs. If you're talking about transmissions, not enough revs is harder on the transmission than too many revs. Engine-wise, I hate to break it to you guys, but, you know, nowadays we have engines that run, you know, 13 or 1400 RPM going down the freeway and cruise because that's for emissions and stuff, okay? But, you know, a 454 or a 351 or a, you know, 460 or a 318 or a 360 or 440, all of those in trucks and motorhomes and everything else rolled down the road at valve float at 4,500 to 5,000 RPM for hundreds of miles at a time and didn't give a shit, okay? Neither will your new LS or your new Hemi or your new whatever. So it doesn't matter. Rebel Driver's Garage. Did your dad's El Camino setup have trailer brakes? No. Negatory. Ghost Rider. There was no trailer brakes.
I wouldn't mind doing El Camino too. That'd be cool.
The El Camino is awesome.
I love El Caminos.
Okay, let's see. On the matter of four-wheel drive, you have to remember the amount of trucks sold in areas that get good amounts of snow. Yeah, okay. I will give it to you that if you live somewhere where there is snow on the ground a lot, but that really doesn't account for even half of the truck sales. It really doesn't. Plus, I also remind everybody that lives in the snow, Mayflower. They pick your shit up and move it to wherever it is you want to live that doesn't have snow on the ground all the time.
Absolutely.
Because you're stupid if you live where it has snow all the time. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I love places like Wisconsin to visit during the summer.
Sure. Yeah.
Hello?
Go there when it's
Make
snowing.
it a whole just a vacation state. There's no.
Who wants to freeze? It's like living in Texas and burning alive.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I know. Stupid asses. Okay, 8V, 355 gears, F-150 with a 29-inch tire, 3,200 RPM at 75 miles an hour. There you go. Love it. New Hampshire. Oh, wait, let's see. Lycan, could you build a rear subframe in a wagon like a Vista Cruiser and tow with it? No need. A Vista Cruiser is a full-frame vehicle. Full frame. So, totally fine anyway. You absolutely could tow with it. I would recommend using a full-size wagon instead of a mid-size because that's a, you know, an A body. Like a B body, like my 66, that, you know, Daphne's car, that's a full-size wagon. It has a bigger chassis under it and, well, and longer wheelbase and all those things. So,
Impala, Biscayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you could a Grand Prix wagon or whatever the Bonneville, whatever they were. Oldsmobile would have been a
Brookwoods or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brookwoods. That was pretty good too. Yeah. Okay. Scott Payton says U-Haul says you can't tow a flat fender Willys with one of their dual axle car haulers with a 2013 Subaru Crosstrek. I know how you know. Yeah. And see, this is why you never tell them what you're actually towing.
No.
But
always say Volkswagen, 73.
Yeah, but if you have trouble, then you're in trouble. That's the only problem.
True.
Ramp trucks are awesome. I agree.
It's got to have a place to park them.
I love wagons too, and I own lots of them. No, I do not. Mike, I can't. I don't know where that is. I mean, I'd have to hunt. Charles says with U-Haul, you're always towing a 96 Honda Civic. Same. That's like Volkswagen. Same thing. Yes.
Yeah. 73 Volkswagen Beetle. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Weighs 4.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Requires 3 guys and a kid to pick it up and set it on the
trailer. It was in a creek bed for 30 years after it's rotted away.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm using a 1-ton truck to haul it with.
Yes, 1 ton.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, great thing too. Speaking of like trucks and stuff, also on the Tiki Taki, big group of Jeep guys like on 37s, 40s, 42s, etc. All this stuff. Dude is filming them on the top of this mountain in Colorado. Says we've been in 4 low for 4 hours to get up here. We're about to pull away, and these pull up, and there's literally 2 Subarus that have like wheels and tires on. I mean, that's it. And the Subaru guys came up the same trail and got to the same thing, and oh yeah, did it in like 2 hours.
Be breaking people's hearts.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they probably got out in a pair of like boat shoes and some cargo shorts and hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. Okay. Damon's asking, how about towing with a Class A versus a Super C? Depends on the Class A as to whether it's a good idea or it's not. The Super Cs are typically supposed to be set up to tow with, but the only downside to some of the Super Cs to me is that some of them have so much rear overhang that you put all that weight of the tongue of a trailer on it. It's makes me nervous. Oh, Duddy's just mean to his fellow Dodge guys. Should I bring up the new Dodge owners with their tow mirrors out pulling the ghost trailer?
Dude, he's so savage to his own people.
I know.
I love it.
Oh, this is gangster right here.
Oh, yeah.
My dad had a hitch on his 86 Accord, hauled a 12-foot U-Haul trailer loaded with my sister's furniture over the grapevine.
Did your dad stick a cigarette out the window and say,
yeah, right? You do own a Crosstrek. That is right. I forgot about that, Damon.
My brother.
Hold on. Too. When the blind guy on the show says tow mirrors hurt to run into, it's extra funny. It really is. It's extra funny. Almost as much as tow hitches. Now, the truth of the matter is, Lycan, you probably run into as many tow hitches as those of us with sight do because they hang up. So that's a pet peeve of mine. The hitch goes in the truck when you tow, not any other time. Okay? And guys that like take their B&W drop hitch and they spin it around, like, oh yeah, I got it back there. It's going to help out with when I get rear-ended. Yeah, by totaling your truck. Because when it gets hit in the trailer hitch and all that force is in the one little spot, and then it takes those little flimsy fuel frame rails and draws them into each other. How many times have you seen that, Mr. Insurance Adjuster?
Well, let's just see. Do you want to know how many times I've seen that this week? Or in the past 6 months? Or the last 10 years? Yeah. All the time. And I am the world's worst about leaving my hitch in there until I ram my shit into it and go,
yeah. But if your truck got rear-ended with the normal bumper doing what it's supposed to do, the damage is going to be considerably less.
The only way you're going to win that battle is if it's a tuner car and the hitch goes through the grill into the radiator. Right. That's it.
Yes.
If it's another truck or any type of vehicle that has any type of reinforcement on the front of it, you're done.
Hold on. Oh, Lycan says the cane doesn't find tow mirrors. Lycan's all waving that thing in the air.
Just whacking the side of trucks.
Dude, oh my God. Oh my God, Lycan, at some point we are going to be together. And when we are together in the same town, I am going to video you walking across a Home Depot parking lot, flailing a cane around like you just don't care, smacking the shit out of stuff. It'll be awesome. Holy crap.
Like a PSA commercial for people who don't understand that blind people can't see your giant tow mirrors. I bet you'll start seeing tow mirrors folded in everywhere they go.
That is so
Hang on, let me
awesome.
get that, buddy.
Oh my God. Lycan says, you ever see those bumper hitches that basically were vice gripped onto an old metal bumper? Grandpa did that with his 80s Caddy and it squatted so hard. Yes, that I absolutely remember those. I've tried to buy a hitch. I actually have all the pieces and everything that I've already designed and halfway built a hitch for Daphne's car to go behind the license plate that would tie into the frame rails and be really gnarly. But there's also a part of me that would just love to have the one that's the clamp onto the bumper Chevrolet one that you got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so cool. And I almost bought one time, but it was like $500 because it was still in the box and all this stuff. And I'm like, no.
I pulled one off a car and threw it away once. And I don't talk about it.
Oh,
I did. It's like, let me get this out of here right now.
look at now. Damon is speaking the Dodge truth that so many Dodge guys want to love him for. A 96-ish Dodge 3500 dually with a manual trans.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's a magic 12 valve right there.
Little P pump, 12 valve Cummins, mechanical injection.
Oh yeah,
Are they 5 speeds or 6 speeds? I can't remember.
5 speed.
5 speed, weren't they?
they did a 6-speed later, but yeah.
Yeah.
Rebel Driver says you all still has hitches listed for your 65 Impala. Yeah, they have them for 68 Camaros and all that. That's how Dad got his. He ordered it. You have to order it. They don't stock them, but you can order it. Yeah.
Oh God.
Charles Wickham, you are going to hell, and I love you for it. Wickham says, so that you can hear this, Lycan, Wickham says, and you know how much of a smartass he is, he says, I saw a video last week where a blind woman went whale watching. The tour guide said money back guarantee if you don't see a whale. She got her money back because she didn't see one. But, yeah. God.
Wouldn't you hate to be management there? I didn't see a whale. I'm blind. I'm sorry, dude. What? What happened?
Yeah, exactly.
You're taking your money. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Oh, this is a great one. Duddy says 96 Dodges are great until the dash falls apart in your lap. Dodge makes it, Cummins shakes it to pieces.
Yes. He's 100% right.
Oh my God,
The truck will fall apart around the Cummins 9 times.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if you won the lottery and you were going to buy a tow rig that isn't a, you know, like a toter home and a stacker, right? Like an actual truck. But like an F450 or 550 is legal, okay, any of that, right? Mm-hmm. What would you get? Because I have to say that if I was going for the ultimate, like, big dog to tow my big gooseneck trailer, it would probably be, yeah, like a 4500 with a Duramax in it, laid on its nuts, you know. That'd be kind of cool.
I'll tell you what I would do. And I know somebody's going to say, no, you'll do it 3 or 4 times and go, I want to sell this thing. But if I had endless amounts of money to spend right now on a tow rig,
right,
I'd want a 73 to 80, or actually to 91 square body dually with a 5-speed swap or a 6-speed swap with a big block. And I'd want the giant aluminum wing that they used to put on the top.
Yeah, turbo wing, yes.
Yeah, and then all the candy striping going down the side.
Well, I own that dually without the turbo wing or the manual, but mine has a turbo 400 and a gear vendors. But now my dually, so that brings a good question. So Damon asks, have any of you towed with a slammed dually? Yes, thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, tens of thousands of miles, with a bagged, laid on its balls dually, and it tows great. Wickman says he'd get a 99 F250 two-wheel drive, crew cab, short bed, 7.3 power choke. Okay. Duddy says that he would just put a nicer interior in the cod, which stands for clapped out Dodge, by the way, if you're if you didn't understand that, anybody tuning in, and then make the exhaust stop leaking into the cab. You know, that explains a few things, Duddy.
Last time he came to my house, he had a massive headache because he had 6 hours of diesel smoke or diesel fumes in the truck.
God. Doug says he's looking at Humvees. I don't know that that's a great tow rig, but they're cool.
They're cool.
Yeah. My dually is ultimately going to get back aft and bagged and, with the gooseneck hitch and all that, and still pull the big trailer and all the things. But I love my flatbed so much that is currently on my dually that I'm going to buy another square body 3/4 ton or 1 ton. I don't care if it's a standard cab or a crew cab, doesn't matter. I don't even care if it has a 350 in it. And I'm going to put the flatbed on it because the flatbed is so handy and awesome. Yeah. I love it.
My buddy Scotty had a 90 model. It was a 2-tone cream and red.
Yep.
Crew cab.
Yep.
And he used to pull my car around for me here and there when we go to shows out of town and stuff. An old Corvette. I love it. It was a static drop. The thing was tucking tire all the way around. I don't know how far he dropped that thing, but
4.6 or 5.7 probably.
Yeah, with had no bags on it. Yeah, and with as long as the chassis was, it kind of absorbed kind of the roughness in the back, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That truck rode great, man.
Oh, yeah. And when they have a trailer on them, they really tow nice or ride
nice. I love
nice.
that truck.
Scott Payton says lower dually on air is superb. Scott used to work for Ride Tech. One of the dualies that on air that I drove a lot was theirs. But yeah, they are spectacular. Here's one of the great reasons why an air ride dually is great. Okay. So you pull up and you dump the trailer, right? So you let the legs drop. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you just let them drop till they hit the ground, okay, when you back the thing up to park it. And then you let the air out of it, and it comes down out the ball out of the hitch, and you drive away and then air it back up. And when it's time to hook it up, you back up, and you lay it out, and you back under it, and you raise it up, and it lifts it up, and you pull the things, and the legs pop right back up. There's no cranking at all because there's no need. The truck does all the good work for you. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Mike says he would do an 80s Dodge slammed with a Hemi in it. I'm hoping you mean a real Hemi. But even a Gen 3 Hemi would be fine. Mm-hmm. Doug DeLay wants me to buy his Big 10. Dude, I cannot buy more projects right now, even though that'd be a great truck. Ooh, Monty Fitzgerald, good call. 96 550 top kick. That's a good one. Hey, shut up. What? It's fine. Dude.
He said, there's an Amazon driver out here.
Piss. Hold on. Stop.
Mm-hmm. There are furry friends, but you know how they are. They speak up to hear it.
Wrong address.
Good dog right there.
Hey.
I like that. Everything okay?
Yeah. So you're gonna love this. So dude is delivering Chipotle to my door.
Ooh.
Not my Chipotle.
Oh.
Otis is losing his mind because there's a dude out there, which I don't see because it's dark outside. So I turn the light on and look, and there's a bag of food on there, and there's a dude still at the curb. So I grab the food. I'm like, hey, not my food. Isn't this 1204? No, it's not. And he's like, which one's 1204? I'm like, I don't know, but not this one. Yeah. And so he's like, well, it's so hard to tell. I mean, your porch is so dark. Yeah, dude, because I didn't need a delivery. Like, if I was expecting you, I would have turned my porch light on. But I wasn't expecting you because it's not my shit.
Yeah, it still doesn't change the fact that you came to the wrong house.
Yeah, and he was like grumpy. Like, you know what? I could have been just a pure dick and just taken the food.
That's hilarious.
Right? Like he got mad at me because I was being nice and actually made, like I absolutely could have taken that food and he would have gotten screwed. Like, dude, serious.
I literally had the exact same thing happen to me out here today. My wife was on a meeting. She's like, hey, somebody's coming down the driveway. I walk outside. There's a guy in a Dodge truck. He goes, hey, how's it going? My name's Robert. I'm here to fix your broken light. I was like, I'm sorry, do what? And he goes, yeah, the light we broke will put a roof on your house. I was like, man, we didn't put a roof on this house. He goes, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just moved here about 3 months ago. I haven't had a roof put on yet. He goes, well, isn't this 215? I said, yeah, it is. And he looks at his bill. He goes, oh, I'm supposed to be at 256. And I was like, oh. And he goes, where's that at? And I was like, if I know, I don't know.
Put it in the Google machine, dude. I mean, come on. Okay, this one's great. William Herzog. It might be a better choice for ground clearance. It might. Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. Maybe. I like them all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm all over it. Damon, I will absolutely be at 2024 Mini Truck Nats with you. I don't know when that is, but I'm down.
Oh, speaking of that, are you going to be in town week after next?
No.
No?
No, that's LS Fest weekend.
No, I thought next weekend was no.
7th to the 9th.
3 weeks.
Mo Party.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There's a huge mini truck show going down out in Caddo Mills, and I guess
no.
Roll. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Bonsai Cruisers are putting it on.
No way. That was my old club.
Yeah, they're back together. The guy was reforming it, and they're doing their first show. Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I won't be. Okay, let's see. Wrong address. Otis is pissed. Yes, Otis saw a squirrel. No. Duddy, this is why I live in the middle of nowhere. I hate people. Yeah. It's in April. Okay. And it's in Eastern Tennessee. Okay, I'm down. Damon, I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. But I don't know. I'm not going to post that one up. You call me later. We'll chat. Or tomorrow, actually. Call me tomorrow. I got too much junk to do tonight. Scott Malpass. Flow needs to just go away and not cover anything because they're... Never mind. Nothing. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so you would have a square body dually that was all trick.
80s tricked, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm down. That's obviously my dream tow rig because I, have one. Even though it's not where I want it, or, it isn't what I want it to be yet. But yes. But I do think if I was going to get a modern thing, then I would buy some like 4,500 or whatever, But I don't, I don't own anything new because I'm broke, but also because I just am not that guy. Like even if I had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day and she laughed at me. She laughed because I said that even if I won the big lottery, I wouldn't buy a brand new Duramax dually. And she's like, you'd win hundreds of millions of dollars and you wouldn't buy a brand new dually. And I was like, well, no, because like if it has to be more than a few years old for you to like do stuff to it and not have it freak out. So I think I would probably get one that was a couple of years old, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Doug DeLay. Brilliant. Yes. Square body Suburban dually with a Duramax.
That'd be cool.
I will tell you, there is this little bitty part of me. Okay, it's half of me that is contemplating whether to put the baby Duramax in my square body Suburban. The 3-liter, that's the one that comes in the half-ton Chevys. They're not expensive.
And dually fender it?
Huh?
And dually fender it?
No. Oh.
And dually fender it? Dually fender it.
Maybe.
So what is that? What do they call it? ASMR or that subliminal? You should dually finger your
Yeah, exactly.
Suburban.
What is? I have always wanted a dually square body Suburban.
Dude, my buddy Clayton bought one from his uncle. It was clean as could be back in the day, and we towed with it
Yeah.
for a little bit. It was horrendous to tow with, but it was because it was a small block.
Yeah.
Like, man, that thing was awesome.
Here's the problem. This Suburban, I just want it to be low and cool and cruise and be good.
Right.
If I had a dually Suburban, then I'm going to want to chassis the thing and lay it.
Just don't.
You know, so, no. Yeah. So I'll get another one and do that with.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Self-control. I like it.
Sure. Yes, we should slam and body drop a top kick.
Sure.
I mean, all a top kick is a heavy duty, OBS truck, so it's fine. Any update on the thing that matches the thing that's the other thing? Yeah, it's junk. So no. Mike says it's way better to tow with something that makes people want to bug you at the gas station, or the guy in the General Lee give you a thumbs up going down the road.
See, and that's what I was getting at. So I like towing my Dodge. The Dodge is great. It's comfortable. It's got creature comforts. The stereo's fantastic. It's got a nice speakerphone with the cord that works, so I don't have to jiggle it every time I'm talking to Duddy. It's a fantastic truck. But like the trip we just took down to Dublin this past weekend to go to the Ryland Strong event, that ride would have been a hell of a lot cooler in a square body dually with like running board lights and cab lights and big old wing on the top and candy stripes and an old AM FM radio that sometimes works. It would have been great.
I'm not going to argue with you on that.
But it needs AC. We'd have to have AC.
Oh yeah, God yes.
Too fat and old.
Okay, Mike, I can't take text message stuff and put it in here. So I had to forward this to myself. And I'll have to pull it up and save it and a bunch of things. Mike wants me to show you this picture because
I want to see it.
It's his favorite thing.
Just trying to figure out how we're going to with that van with no suspension.
Right.
Buy a forklift, Ryan. Buy a forklift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
I love the tow mirrors. Are my favorite thing on this thing.
God, that's majestic.
Right.
That is majestic.
That does appear to be a U-Haul trailer too, or it used to be a U-Haul trailer at any rate.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not, but yeah.
Man living out my dream.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rebel Driver, his 67 Chevy pickup, he would tow his boat to the lake with it, and people lost their minds. It was hilarious. It was not like it was a big boat.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh. Cummins in a wagon.
Just imagine all the diesel you'd smell in there.
I know. Okay, Mike says those asshats that always leave the hitch on their big ass new trucks never tow anything pisses me off. Yes, agreed. OBS square body, crew cab, and 6 sundown 12, so I can't hear any rattle while towing. There you go.
Perfect.
I approve of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a homemade trailer, painted to look like a U-Haul, and vintage Peterson mirrors. Well, there you go.
Yeah. That's pretty rad.
I agree.
I give that an A+ in my book.
I do too.
It's winning.
Okay, so here's the homework assignment. Okay, for next week, ladies and gentlemen. We need you guys to go on to Facebook for this live broadcast. And we need you to go on there and we need you to put in examples of things you bought and then the excuse you used to justify it. In other words, race car guy math, okay? Or if you have or if you've made one but you can't justify it yet and you need us to assist you in the justification, we will do the math for you. So do that. We'll look at them for next show in 2 weeks. Scott Malpass. Yes, before we end the show, should anybody talk about Palmer's insanity? Palmer's no more insane than he ever was. Scotty Palmer crashed the Studezilla last weekend and hurt himself actually pretty good, or last week, I guess it was. He was at Mid-America, which is crazy because that's a little bitty drag strip. But the people there are really cool. Anyway, crashed bad. It was his fault. He said it was totally his fault. He drove it too far. It made a really good pass. He pedaled it early and then it went down there and then it hung a left turn. Broke his wrist and beat himself up pretty good. I mean, he has 2 giant black eyes. But he's doing great. He feels great. Or as good as he's going to feel right now. He's sitting in a chair watching TV, hanging out with the dogs, mad that his hand doesn't work. But yeah, it was, it could have been a bad deal. I mean, obviously it destroyed the car, but Scotty's all right. The track crew did a great job, but, Damon, who's the guy that was in the shutdown area that came and got him out of the car? Now his name is escaping me. Damon will know. Anyway, there was a dude in a front motor nitro dragster who went down there and like made the corner at the end and got out of his car, and he had like a GoPro going and stuff. He was out of the car. He was the pair before, and he saw the crash happen, jumped in his tow vehicle that was not hooked to his dragster yet, and raced across the racetrack, and is the guy that actually pulled Scotty out of the car because he was right there. He was the first one to get there. And it was awesome. And Scotty was like, oh my God, this is the dude 100% that pulled me out of this race car, which was upside down and, you know, shit and all that. So yeah, it was way cool. So, it was a bad quote unquote crash. But Scott's going to be all right. He's going to race again. Unfortunately, that means the Studezilla will not be at, the Stampede of Speed. That's going to suck, but you know,
yeah.
It
He's
is
got
what
his
it
life,
is.
man. That's all that matters. Race cars are race cars. They're made to be pretty junk and start over.
Yep, exactly. So it's all good. But yeah. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We are going to call it a day. I know that Ryan has more race car planning to do.
So much more.
So much more.
Yeah.
And I am going... Oh, Wickman's sending photos of things. Oh, you're such a dick. Wickman is just sending me photo after photo of square-body dually Suburbans.
Oh, man. See, God dang. That's exactly
It's
what I...
not low enough. This is almost low enough. Stop it.
I'm going to send you something, too. Oh, my goodness. Yes. I have an idea for my Chevelle.
Oh, I totally support that.
Because it's easy.
Oh, yeah. It's way easy. Requires no interior, requires way less body work.
Doesn't even need glass.
True.
Just needs a Lexi
windshield. Yeah. Windshield and a back glass, and that's it.
Yep.
I fully support this.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of it is, if you ever decide to go a different direction, it doesn't matter. You're not, I mean, it doesn't, who cares?
Doesn't hurt it.
No, it doesn't hurt it at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Scott Malpass, what's my next race? Not this weekend, but the following weekend, LS Fest in Bowling Green. The following weekend, Mo Party in Bowling Green. The following weekend, IHRA XRP here in town. And the weekend after that, Bowling Green, Kentucky for the third weekend out of 4 for Ford Fest.
Good grief.
And then Rocky Mountain Race Week. And then.
I'll see you at Rocky Mountain, buddy.
Yeah.
I will see you. Won't see you before then, doesn't sound like.
Now, the next time I will see you will be if you come to the IHRA race, probably. Yeah.
And where's that at?
XRP.
Oh, at XRP. Okay.
Yeah, in like 4 weekends. Four
Okay.
weekends from now.
Shoot me a text. I'll run out there.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's been real. It's been great. Thanks for hopping in. I'm glad you got to see all of this and that.
Yeah, that too. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Right there. Why is it that that's not even aimed at you, actually. It's at a 45-degree angle. The camera is so screwy that it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's math. It's computer
is.
math. That's a whole nother episode.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. And, we'll see you next time on the next episode of Triple B.
Deuces.
See ya.